NFC matchup in store between the San Francisco 49ers and the Washington football team. Win or go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. Taking it about the 1. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Gibson. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
At the 29.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 29, Haskins. He'll fire one downfield for Fant, and that is incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, and it's 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. Slings this deep from McLaurin. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 71 yards. And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead.
Well, this has been a quick strike offense all season long, finding many different ways to manufacture big plays.
They had a big playoff preview today in the papers, and it was about who would set the tone. Well, they just set the tone right there. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game.
Brett Maher is set to kick off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. First carry for Raheem Mostert. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
The ball carrier.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. He's got his big tight end, Fant. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Looking to throw again on second down. Haskins looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington! Terry McLaurin with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And Washington is able to stretch their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
49ers, nothing.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
Incomplete.
The scoreboard tells the story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
They throw again on second down. This one's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there and a first down.
First down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
Josie Jewell on the tackle.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 46-yard line.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And he finds the tight end, Reed.
Garoppolo.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Montez Sweat able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Yeah, this is a high kick, but it's not going anywhere. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. It'll be just an 18-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Brings up
well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. And he'll give it here to his running back. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. The speedster Dante Pettis back deep to return. But he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And take it right on the 30. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And the Niners will go on offense
at their own
1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
On 2nd down, Mostert. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. That he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. The tackle by Eric Armstead.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 31-yard line.
They go play action now. Haskins. His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
With this Washington 14, 49ers nothing.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Gain on the play leads to 2nd and goal.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Here's Haskins out of the gun. The quick slant caught. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. From 6 yards away. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0.
Brett Maher is set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Maher to kick it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
At the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And out across midfield down to the 45. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
The ball carrier.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. 20! Look at this. Touchdown, 49ers. Raheem Mostert, 42 yards. And the 49ers get a score closer. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7.
Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
26-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Haskins. Open man, here's Foster. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
He'll let it go deep for Foster. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Intercepted by
and Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Now Mostert. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
San Francisco.
Raheem Mostert with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They've seen their 21-0 advantage cut to just 7, so time to go back to work here. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. There he goes left side. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Kalen Ballage, 75 yards. And Washington able to come up with a quick strike touchdown. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Washington 28, 49ers 14.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Here's Dante Pettis on the return. And able to get this out to the 25.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Garoppolo. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Jonathan Allen busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
Now, 3rd and 14.
Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. Garoppolo looks to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Montez Sweat getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
And it's 3 and out.
Here comes the 49ers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, 57 yards. And Washington going to add on to their lead.
Well, that's a good-looking rookie right there. I love how he let the play set up and then showed that explosiveness that I saw on tape in college. Remember I showed you the clip of what he was doing and setting up blocks, and then he would just go? We saw it on that play right there. That one was fun to watch.
Brett Maher is set to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. There's Garoppolo to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
The Niners on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Garoppolo now. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. This is fielded at the 27. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. On 1st down, Gibson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
To throw on 3rd down, Haskins. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Here's Tressway now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Seven yards on the punt with no return.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now a throw here to his running back. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
17 yards.
It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. The 30, 10, 5, and he will score. Touchdown, Washington. And we'll see if that pick six looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally, and you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change.
Brett Maher is set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And you're under a minute to go in the half. A first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
11, 26.
Garoppolo. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. 11. 42.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Raheem Mostert as the first half is winding down. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. And it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is.
Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation.
And it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
42's the mark, 42's the mark.
Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. Connects with Sanu right side. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. It'll be a 20-yard gain on the play. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
49ers.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Brett Maher is set to kick off.
One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. That'll be taken about a yard deep, and we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Coleman, the ball carrier.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Well, they intercept Garoppolo for the 3rd time. Picked up by Fabian Moreau, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off. That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And yet again, Haskins is intercepted. 3rd time. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. He'll let this go for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, third down.
Kendall Fuller there on the coverage.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. This one caught by Ridley. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown.
Number 31.
From 17 yards out. And the 49ers get a score closer. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far.
To kick off for San Francisco.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibson, and he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
Brings up third down.
Haskins will throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. Being chased out left. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Mostert a first down carry. This will wind up only getting him a couple. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Garoppolo. Now they go screen. It's complete. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he'll be taken down shy of the 25 that he needed. He'll be a yard or 2 short.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
They have a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. There's Mostert. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
The ball carrier.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The 12-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
6 yards.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Calvin Ridley there to make the grab. And the 49ers are back within a score. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Quan Williams. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
They'll take over.
His defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting him in jeopardy.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel, 35 yards. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go,
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Niners 41, Washington 40.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Looking into the raindrops, and he muffs it. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
5-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They're looking to turn things around here. They've been shut down in this third quarter, and that was after a good first half offensively.
And you wonder where it all goes, and it feels like it goes away fast because it takes some time to build up good momentum, great play calling, excellent execution, and then like a blink of an eye, you're losing the game. How do you get back there again? I'm sure they've talked about it, and they've got a plan. Now can they put it into practice?
The lead gone, now the search to find it again. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
For Noah Fant.
Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. Now a give, right side. Gibson. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5.
Here we go. Max 50, Max 50. I know where
Once again, it's Mostert. And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. It's 36. 6 yards on the pickup, and it's going to yield a new set of downs. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Washington 40.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Mostert. Room here to run. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Touchdown.
Raheem Mostert, 36 yards. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. And the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Robbie Gould to kick off.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 34. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of 2 halves, won't you?
Well, hey, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
This is Mostert. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And now here is another interception. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
They hand it off to Mostert. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. The kick by Gold is good, and that will bump the lead up to 11. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
Taking it about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Takes over 1st and 10. At their own 24-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. A tougher task for them now. That turnover on their last possession led to the field goal, meaning that they have to now try to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Haskins, he'll let it go deep for Foster. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Intercepted.
Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. They'll set up a throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. 30. 10. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. George Kittle, 69 yards. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Now Gold for the extra point. These have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good.
The score, Niners 58, Washington 40. Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are... And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. A very quick pass to Ridley. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Calvin Ridley, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round. But I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There's a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel and make sure they get their security deposit back.
Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Saying their fans here are stunned would be an understatement. Things in this wild card round have not gone according to plan. He'll let it go deep for Foster, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Robert Foster, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. Throwing again. Huntley. The throw taken in by Sims. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Washington on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun. Huntley. He'll fire one downfield for Fant. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. That'll be a pickup of 29 yards there. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. On first down, they look downfield, and it's complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Throwing on first down. Huntley. Got an open man. It's Foster. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
From the gun, Huntley. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. On 4th down, Huntley flushed out right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. Does the big boy have the juice? He's at the 30. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown.
San Francisco.
Little choice, Charles, but to go for it right there, and that pick 6 will be the icing on the cake.
Yeah, you don't know how many more possessions you're going to get, so really you're almost at the point of no option. Have to go for it. Bottom line, though, is defenders know that as well. They know you've got to throw the football. Had the right defense called, able to make a nice play on the ball, and that's all she wrote.
Gold to add the extra point. And this part of the game's been an adventure thus far, but this one is good.
Niners 71, Washington 40. Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Looking into the raindrops, and he muffs it. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
On the pickup. Second and 6.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6. Garoppolo looking to throw. Samuel bringing in the slant. And he's taken down inside the 30. 11 yards there, first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Here we go. Check back 50. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school.
On the handoff, this is Mostert. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Their season ends here. A tough way to go out.
And the goal was to not just get to the wild card game, which they did, but to win it. And so now, how negative do you look at that? They got there, had an opportunity, and for some teams, they have to lose games like this before they learn how to win them in later seasons.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we sign off from Landover.